it's a no-brainer. If you're in this market, it's a no-brainer. If you're not in this market, then get rich.
You're right. Yes, let's go into value.
Yeah.
All right. So how much is this car?
Yeah, 320k, excise duty free, import tax free.
Is there another version?
In Malaysia, no, but in China there are 3 versions.
Okay.
You have the smaller battery, rear-wheel drive, and then you have a bigger battery, same battery as this, rear-wheel drive, and then you have the all-wheel drive with this battery.
This is the all-wheel drive.
This is the all-wheel drive.
And all-wheel drive is the most expensive one.
Yeah.
Actually, I think the rear-wheel drive might actually be better, isn't it?
MG Malaysia, bring in the rear-wheel drive. And then do a contra deal with Autophiles.
200 or 1,000. Hey, can
This is a 250. 250 is a bit generous. But okay, let's say 250, 260 car. Wow,
value will be 5.2 out of 5.
Yeah, exactly. As it is, value-wise, I mean,
it's not bad at all.
It's not a cheap car. I have to preface this. Everyone who is a layperson who I go up to and say it's a $320,000 car, they'll be like, wow, it's so expensive. But without the context, they don't understand actually how good the value is.
Yeah, because you're speaking to buyers who are ready to fork out 5 for a Boxster.
Yes.
You're speaking to people who are willing to fork out 4 for a Supra.
Yeah.
Right?
And actually, these buyers, majority in Malaysia, they are forking out about 250 to 300 on the
for
recon
a used one.
Yes.
Right?
So MG actually is quite smart. SAIC Malaysia actually looked at that market and said,
brand new.
Brand new? I give you.
Yeah.
You don't pay the government dollar of tax besides the 6% GST or SST. And you don't have to worry about RON 95. You don't have to worry about spare parts.
Right, exactly. The only thing is that it cannot attract the market who buys and sells a car every 2 to 3 years. You get what I mean? Yeah. So if you're that guy, maybe not.
Maybe not.
But if you keep
But if you're that guy, give us your number and you buy this car.
I will be calling. give me a call when you want to sell in 3 years' time, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
I tell you what, this car, for the first time when I got this car and I drove it around, I was like, this is the reason why I need to be rich. Like before this, I'm like, whatever, I can live with my Alpha, I can live with my Banana. But when I drove it, I was like, shit.
The good life.
If I had the money, right, instantly I put this.
You know, you trade in a car, maybe 50,000 ringgit worth, and then you put a 50,000 ringgit down.
So you do we need the Vios?
Nope, nobody needs a Vios. Everybody needs a Cyberster.
Keep the Banana when we need to ferry people around.
It's very nice. I like it very much. And I think, what you said is true. The market of that used Boxster, used Cayman, used Supra, you're looking at easily 250, 300,000 ringgit, right? Or more if it's high spec and whatnot. This delivers everything of that brand new. Right?
And it's already high spec.
It's already high spec.
You don't have to worry about someone pulling up next to you with a better spec.
And if you're keeping your car for 10 years, like I do, that's why I always talk about longevity of cars, because I don't use my car for 1-2 years and I throw. I keep them long. My Boxster has been with me for 12 years actually. 12 years already. So I can tell you in 10 years time, your overall maintenance is lower than a Boxster. Definitely lower. Because this thing, in a Boxster or in a Porsche, the kind of things that can go wrong, it makes no sense. Air cooling. The hoses. One day I just started the car and just start spraying. Just start spraying coolant one side. So I told to the workshop, hoses, everything, because deteriorated. The metal, the cooling hose goes to the front, comes to the back, goes to the front again, comes to the back. Both sides.
You have to get the OEM part.
Nobody makes them. So it's all original parts, right? And you know how much is it? 8,000 ringgit. Just to do coolant hoses, Because the hoses come with metal parts. So the metal part and the rubber part, they are not separable one. So the whole thing comes together, 8,000 ringgit. Engineering, man, well done. So that's 8,000 already. The amount of things that can go wrong. So I can't afford to drive own my Boxster now, but I can afford to own it when it's relatively new. So that's a shocker, isn't it?
But having said that, it's not a 5 out of 5 for me. For a few reasons. One, I think the moment the facelift comes out, it's going to sort all the little issues, like the screen issue. To me, it's a decent screen, whatever.
Right.
But I can see how it could be so much better.
It could be a bit better.
Imagine it's one unit all OLED, or something like that. Brighter display. It would be so much better.
Right.
another like a few other small things that they could fix. Like there were some creaks here, but they seem to disappear. So maybe it's a seat related issue. Once I'm in the seat, the sound goes away.
But to be honest, it's very well screwed together.
It's good. Man.
It's very well screwed
the
together.
British would not be able to do it.
No, man. No, the Japanese will not be able to do this also.
Yeah, MX-5 is squeakier than this.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this scratchy plastic. It's a small.
It's a choice of material thing, right?
And of course, an EV being an EV, the resale value is also not there. But most sports cars don't really retain. If you spend 500,000, immediately it drops to 4. Yeah. So you are also going to lose a lot of money.
You lose a lot
on most sports cars anyway.
You buy a Ferrari 458, even though it's like one of the best retaining value one, but you buy a brand new 2 million. And right now it's 500,000. That's 1.5 million.
That's
5 units of this.
Exactly. So yeah, it's a 4.9.
Wow! Oh, you score this car consistently higher than me.
I mean, they set out to prove a point.
And
I don't see major mistakes.
No.
And to me, the 3.2 seconds, the all-wheel drive, is just there in case you feel a little bit insecure.
Yeah, because you need the spreadsheets to show. No, 3.2.
Yeah. I cannot have my Tesla Model 3 being faster than my weekend car. So I think that's why it's okay to have it full spec, but it's not necessary. The true character of this car is somewhere a bit lower.
I think a rear-wheel drive 0 to 100 in 5 seconds.
It's 5.4 seconds. Yeah.
5.4. Yeah.
That would be perfect.
Perfect.
But I can understand why you would be a little bit insecure about not having it, because your Model 3 has it, your BYD Seal has it.
Correct.
Why not your Cyberster?
So wow, your score is all 4.8, 4.9.
4.9. I mean, it's a no-brainer, but it's a no-brainer. If you're in this market, it's a no-brainer. If you're not in this market, then get rich.
You're right.
This is
you don't have to get rich, you know.
Yeah.
How many young Malaysian earning sub 10k
can get a loan for this kind
I mean, you currently have a car, you trade in, then you scrounge up some money, you put 100,000 down, you have 200,000.
Don't give me ideas.
200,000 ringgit in 7 years is less than 2,000 a month.
I can do it.
Yeah, but you shouldn't.
But I shouldn't.
Yeah, but we are auto reviewer.
Like
you should.
It's like if I do it, I cannot have children.
but
tell my wife I gotta put the ideas on hold. Just for 7 years.
or best still, you wait a year and a half, you walk into MG and I said, I make 100 videos for you, sell me a pre-reg one for 220,000 ringgit.
Send me this unit. Since I'm the first one to get it, I can be the last one to get it when it's done.
Yeah, 200,000. So you put 50 down.
200 means I can do it.
Yeah, you sell off something and then you put 50 down, 60 down, then you have 100,000 ringgit and you keep it for the rest of your life. Yeah, why not? Yeah. Then you set aside a few thousand a year, and then by the time it hits, the battery gotta go.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And here's the additional factors. I think because this is the first Cyberster, collectability is
high.
It's pretty high.
It's high.
Yeah. And because
MG ain't going anywhere.
Yeah. SAIC is going to be.
They're just going up,
yeah.
Right? So in the future they will make greater product, but they all started here.
Yeah. And then the battery pack. Okay, let's say it doesn't fail. Let's say it degrades, right?
Yeah.
It's still a weekend.
Yeah, still a weekend car.
If I don't have 400 km, okay, I have 250 km.
Okay, what? Still a Genting drive. What?
Yeah. So there's so many things that just make it the value just go up and up.
And you look at Tesla, right? A lot of Tesla reach 500,000 kilo, and they still have like what 80%, 85% left.
Yeah.
It's okay, what? And this is an NMC.
This is NMC.
Okay.
So I just charge it to 80%.
Yeah, you charge it.
Slow AC charge every time. I can make it work.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
But this is a 70 kilo.
77.
77. That means it's a 50 hours driven.
Weekends only,
Yeah, it's nice.
What's your score? I'm curious to hear.
My value, 320.
I remember when it first came out, you told me 299 would be nice.
Yeah, 320. No, it's not. It's how it sounds. That's all. It's how it sounds. When you go into 3, you're speaking to people whose disposable income is high enough not to get freaked out over 20,000-30,000. You get me? Actually, lah. But it's a mental effect of that. If you bring in the rear-wheel drive
for 299,
280 lah, 279 lah. Wow. It'll be a 5, man.
You would buy it.
Yeah, I'll buy it. Walk-in rate after a year, say, haven't sound right, register for me. I would say it's a 4. Yeah.
This is a 4.
Yeah, this is a 4. It's convincing. So it's scoring average 4 for me, a 4 out of 5.
An average 5, right? No.
But design-wise, 4.5. Yeah.
Mine is, I would say my overall score is like a 4.5 plus.
Okay. 4.5 plus.
4.5. It's hard to see a no mistake car on your first try, different genre.
You're right. Yeah. For MG, this is a first try, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't call it better than Porsche lah.
It's not better than the real blue-blooded boys.
No.
It won't give you smiles.
Yeah.
I would smile more driving my Pedana than this. But in terms of just pure status, flagship, fun factor, value in terms of I can keep this car forever kind of thing.
Yeah. The drama, man.
The drama is there.
Wow, the drama.
Things are falling on my
Oh, your leaves,
Yeah,
Hey, that's life, man. That's drama, man. That's life. But I like it.
Scissor doors, so unnecessary, but
so unnecessary. Like,
throw
what
everything
the
in
hell?
and they can do it.
Oh, yo, like what the hell, man?
It's already dramatic without that. And then they give you that somehow.
Like, what the hell? What's wrong with you? Are you okay?
It's already dramatic if it was a petrol car.
Yeah.
And then they give you EV.
Wow.
It's already dramatic if it was a coupe. And then they give you convertible.
Yeah. Wow.
It's already dramatic if it's a Chinese car and then they give you British brands. So it's not really a contradictory car.
Yeah.
It's more everything is just a excess.
Yeah.
It
gives you more than everything you ask for.
Yeah. It's already so good as a rear wheel drive car. They give you all wheel drive.
So basically, in every aspect, every category, what you expect, it either meets it or gives you more.
Yeah, sorry, leave.
It either meets your expectation or it gives you more.
Gives you more. Only dynamics is just a little bit
just there. You know, you have to regulate expectation lah. You know, because if you expect Porsche level performance with this kind of fitting and this kind of doors, $1 million, bro.
$1 million. Even the Taycan and the Emeya is asking you for 500.
500 plus.
Buy this one.
Buy this.
In a heartbeat. Autophiles signing up.
Wow, nice. Why BMW drivers, they don't like to go to the left lane, don't like to do signal? It's because that instrument is made for that level of operation which is at high speed.
Yeah.
And then when you hog up the right lane, a BMW is an instrument in a wrong application. You get what I mean?
When you force it to slow down, regain its momentum, it loses the magic.
Yeah, it loses the magic. It becomes not nice. Now a lot of people say, why BMW drivers like that? In a way, it's the car.
Yeah.
The car make you like that. You have to override the instinct.